Welcome to my real weight loss journey. I'm Richard Greenland, and today is a progress update. It's been 9 weeks now, so about 2 months or so, just over 2 months, since I started trying to lose weight in this year, 2021. So we're going to figure out how I'm doing. Am I doing any better than I was last couple of weeks? Won't keep you in suspense. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weight graph. So you can see that I was at 286.6 at last update, and I'm now at 285.4. So lost a pound, 1.2 pounds. So a little over a pound here. Definitely feeling good about that. Much better than the 0.2 pounds I've been losing the last couple weeks. You can see though on the graph that it wasn't smooth sailing. There was definitely some up and down here. I even got up to 289 at one point. I didn't have as big of a jump on Thursday night, the Friday morning measurement, as I usually do. It was still a decent jump, but it wasn't as big. In fact, it was less than a pound extra. And that's good for me because, as I've said multiple times before, we like to have pizza and movie night Thursday nights. And so what I did do is that all of Thursday during the day last week, I kept in mind that I was going to be eating more that night, and so I made sure to watch what I was eating better during the day. And because of that, I think I only went up a little bit instead of a huge amount like I usually do. Throughout the week, there were a few times where we had other food. We got sushi one time and some stuff like that. And so those weren't the best of days. That's when I went up a bit. But then I buckled down and I made sure I dropped off the weight there. Made sure I watched what I was eating, etc. First off, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's commented on the video so far, especially the suggestions for what to do about the traditional pizza night. Pizza and movie night. Now, there were a couple major suggestions, I guess. One was to switch to cauliflower pizza, and I have done that before, and it actually does help a little bit, but the thing is, cauliflower pizza, one, doesn't taste as good as normal pizza. It's okay, depending on the brand. Some brands are better than others. But the thing is, the better brands, or better tasting brands anyways, usually use ingredients that are more processed, and they have just as much fat, or at least almost as much fat or calories as a normal pizza. So you're not really saving any calories, or at least not very much, and you're giving up quite a bit of taste. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of cauliflower pizza. Maybe somebody can suggest if they've tried a brand that they really, really liked, and it doesn't have to be cauliflower crust pizza. It can be broccoli crust pizza or anything really. Anything that would be a healthier alternative that still tastes good, because I don't want to give up good taste. That just isn't going to happen. I'm not trying to do some diet that's a crash diet that I can do for a little bit and lose a ton of weight, and then I just go right back to it and gain it all back, because it's not sustainable. I need something that's sustainable. I need something that I can do for the rest of my life to be healthy. It's something I'm going to like, and sure, that might mean I change, what I like a little bit, but it's got to be incremental changes. It can't just be, boom, I drop everything that tastes good and never eat it again, because that isn't going to happen in my life. It just isn't. And so I need to learn, how to do this over time, with incremental changes, doing stuff that, maybe watching what I eat better, but still eating the stuff I like, just in smaller quantities, or maybe, using slightly healthier versions of them, things like that. So yeah, if anybody has any pizzas that they've had in the past or love to eat now that actually taste good and are actually decently healthy, even if it's just marginally healthier, if it still tastes good, I'm open to trying it. So please leave those down in the comments. Another suggestion was to make the traditional pizza and a movie night. Have the pizza maybe every other night, or every other week instead of every week. That's a possibility. the thing is with that one, I don't know. It's something that we have changed things in the past with our traditions. Our traditions are definitely not set in stone, but once we get to something that we like, we have to have a good reason to change it. And so, losing weight should definitely be a good reason. But it's really only me that's really on board with whole losing weight. The others want me to lose weight too, but they're not really wanting to lose weight themselves. They're just trying to be healthier. But one pizza night a week shouldn't be something that completely throws out my diet. It's not one of those things that I should be able to adjust and still have it, even if it's once a week. I just maybe adjust the amount of pizza or the type of pizza or maybe the type of food. That's getting a little more into the bucking tradition type of thing. And like I said, we do change traditions, but we want to have a good reason, or at least we want to feel like it's something that we want to do, not that we're being forced to do because of other things. So anyways, thank you definitely for those comments and the suggestions. If anyone has any other suggestions about that, the traditional pizza and a movie night, ways to make it healthier, please let me know. Tell me down in the comments. I love that, people are actually talking and we're figuring things out. So other than that, this week, as far as the rules go, I don't really want to go over every single rule, but I do want to touch on a couple things. One of the big things that helped me to lose the weight this week was focusing on vegetables. And that's one thing that I mentioned before, that I would kind of try to basically have a lot of vegetables so that I fill up on the vegetables so I don't need as much of the other food. And that has really helped. I've especially started doing some of those things that I mentioned in my favorite healthy snacks video. Like, for example, the mini sweet bell peppers. I've had a lot of those around, the mini cucumbers, the grape and cherry tomatoes. I've been focusing on that. I've also used quite a bit of the spinach. If I have like a sandwich or a burger or anything like that, I make sure that the majority of that burger or sandwich is vegetables. A lot of times that means the spinach. I typically put a lot of spinach on there, load it up. It's pretty thick layer of spinach on there. But I also try to put, tomatoes or peppers or other things on there too. I really do enjoy vegetables, and so that's never been a problem for me. I enjoy the vegetables. It's just that I also enjoy a lot of other foods, and those are oftentimes the problem for me. And so that has been something that's been working for me this week. Is I've been increasing my vegetable intake. And that's one thing I wanted to do the whole time anyways, decrease meat intake, increase vegetable intake, and it has been working. It seems to be working really well. So I just need to continue that. I need to make sure that I'm getting my vegetables in, especially now that it's starting to get a little bit warmer, and it's still pretty cold up here in Idaho. But it is starting to get a little bit warmer, starting to think more about spring. And so vegetables, spring, summer, they're going to start getting more common. Right now you can still get them in the grocery stores. I mean, this is, America, and it's an international marketplace and everything pretty much. You can get just about anything you want just about anywhere. But it just makes it a lot easier. They're a little cheaper, more plentiful and stuff like that when it's summer. And if we want to put a garden in, we can do that and get our own, even better, more fresh and probably cheaper. So, but, it's something that I definitely need to do, and it seems to be working. The other major thing that I focused on this week was exercising. I've been doing the Ring Fit Adventure. You can definitely go to the Greenland Gamers YouTube channel and check that out. I've been recording every single time I've done it, except for last Saturday. I decided not to record it just because I wasn't sure if I was doing it ahead of time or not, and I ended up doing it. But now I'm doing it every Monday through Thursday and Saturday at 4:30 a.m. Mountain Time on Twitch, so you can also check there. So either Greenland Gamers YouTube channel or go to the Jakarasug channel on Twitch. Those links are down in the description of the video, so you can get there. But definitely, if you want to see that, if you want to follow along with me, please do so. I recently upped the difficulty level, and that has helped quite a bit. I've felt it more, been sweating more, And I've noticed that if I do the more intense things, especially if I work on my core, the abdomen type exercise, I don't feel all that hungry, actually. It actually decreases my hunger, so that's a good thing. And so, hopefully I can keep doing that. I have no plans to stop. It looks awesome. I'm going to keep doing that. As it gets warmer, I'm probably going to try and exercise a little bit more outside also, so that might adjust that schedule for the Ring Fit Adventure. But either way, I want to continue exercising, and the Ring Fit Adventure for me is just something that's really fun to do. It's got the game in there, and that just, for me, works really well. Maybe it'll work well for you too, maybe not. But definitely, if you think it'll work well for you, there's also a link down in the description that you can purchase it on Amazon. It's an affiliate link, so I just get a small percentage of it if you do it from there. Otherwise, choose what you want. Definitely not forcing you to buy anything or anything like that. But that does definitely work for me. So that's basically the report, the progress update for this week. I'm glad I'm losing more weight. The 1.2 pounds is definitely more than it has been. And I think the vegetables and the exercise are definitely key here for me. For my body, that seems to be a big thing to help me. Leave comments below. Let me know of any suggestions you might have that could make me lose weight even better, or anything about what I mentioned earlier with pizza night, or any foods you like that maybe I haven't mentioned in the past. Go ahead and leave comments, subscribe, let your friends and family know, and thank you so much for watching.